I'm back again with another quick and simple card. This time I'm going to be using some paperArtsy paints, a Sizzix feather die, some of the Wow stamps, and a rectangular die cut from My Favourite Things. I will list everything for you at the bottom of the video. So first of all, and I've already gone ahead and done this, I've used the biggest die to cut out a rectangle, and you'll see that it actually, this one's called Inside Out, so it actually cuts, does the stitch lines inside of it, and then on the outside bit that you get left, you get that, so you can use 2 bits, so it's really cool. So, oh, and just to say, because people ask me about this, so I've got my dies on magnetic sheets, but these little pockets, they're from Wilko's, and they're 45p, so they're absolutely brilliant, A5 size, so I would recommend you get them. And then I generally, oh, there you go, I put on there what's in there, and then I have them all standing up like that, so you can see them easily. So, okay, so how are we going to do this? Right, I've got a piece of scrap paper, and first thing I'm going to do, I only need a tiny amount, so I always shake my bottles and then I get a little bit of paint in the lid, and then it means you haven't got to squidge it out all over your mat. So I'm using tinned peas, cerise, yellow submarine, Bora Bora and Beach Hut. I've not taken any notice whether they're opaque or translucent. I just liked the colours. So what we want to do, I've got a little bit of tissue here. I'm going to take a little bit of paint, just brush a little bit off, and then I'm just going to start doing sort of lines, strokes like that, and then come in that way. Give that a little wash, clean that out, a little bit of the pink, same thing, just building up stroke lines. Oh, that's a big blob there, I didn't wipe enough off. Fortunately it's at the bottom, so it might not show. And you'll notice I'm doing it in sort of in the shape of the feather. So I'm sort of going this way and then that way. Give that another little, oh, get my cards out of the way, I'll get water all over my cards. Pick up a bit of the, oh, I picked up too much of that. So I get rid of some of that. So just go really lightly. And it looks really scruffy and yucky, but it does come together. And one thing you can do, let's just take this out. Okay, you can just sort of be placing that on so you can get an idea of how, you know, how well you're going with it. And you can just keep building, so don't worry if you're not getting it all in the first go, doesn't really matter. Let's just start. Bring in my favourite, Bora Bora, love this one. And then, because that's not far off the same sort of colour, I'm just a bit deeper. I'm just going to bring a bit of that in as well. And now I can look and think, right, okay, I want to bring a little bit more pink into it. And can you see it's just all sort of blending in, yeah? So I'm just pushing all this in there, and have a little look at that. That's going to work fine by the looks of it. I might need to put a tiddly bit. Actually, I could probably pick a bit up off of there. It's just sort of close that in. Yep, that looks cool. Right, now the other side of this piece of card, I just want it to be a solid colour. So let's just clean my brush out again. So because I love Bora Bora, I'm just going to go in and do solid. Again, I only need it to be the size of the feather. I'll go a tiny bit more. And that's cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean my brush out. Always clean your brushes. There's nothing more annoying than picking up your favourite brush and then it's all stiff because you didn't clean it out. Okay, so that's that done. I'm gonna just give that a little, do you know what, I'll just give it a little zap. Just clean this paint off of here. I love this whale mat, so cool, just cleans off beautifully. Okay, so now that's dry-ish, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to quickly put all my lids back on. It's such a cleaner way of doing it like this. And last one. I'm just gonna give it a trim. And I've already checked that. We know that's gonna go through. So, but what I want to do as well, I want to add a bit of black to this. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the Wow Thankful stamps. And I'm just going to take this big flower out of it. And a little bit of VersaFine. Stamp it up. And then I'm just going to randomly stamp around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that will do nicely. And I'm just going to clean that off because I'm going to need my block again. Okay, I'm going to give that a zap because VersaFine is an oil-based ink, so it stays wet a little longer, which is great if you want to put embossing powder on. I'm just going to give this a zap. And the reason I'm drying it before die cutting is because if I put that on there and that's wet, then it's going to transfer onto the die, and I don't want that. So let's just bring my die cut in. This platform here is the Precision Chrome plate. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. So there's one. Just going to give it a whack and then it comes out. And then place that where I'm happy for the colour. to whack this again. And by whacking it, it releases lots of those bits, and it also brings it out of the die. So I think that's all of those ones out. That's cool. And this one, it just gives such a lovely background, doesn't it? It just gives a really nice, interesting background to it. I love this technique. Okay, let's just a few in there. It doesn't matter if you leave a couple in. We won't get the dye police on you. It doesn't matter. Right, let's just clean that off. Make sure my hands are clean. So what I'm going to do now is pick up my card. Oh look, I've got black on there, honestly. Am I going to place me feather on there? Let's have a look. Yeah, I can cover that up. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do first of all, though, I'm going to take the Wow Hello Lovely. Was it Hello Lovely? Yeah. Hello Lovely stamps. And there is a little stamp in there that says Hello Lovely. There's also Hey Gorgeous, just because it's your birthday. Thanks for everything. And thinking of you. And this little solid one is so that you can do a lighter ink, and then all these little sentiments fit inside that, so then you can emboss them inside of that, so you get like this little background layer. So just take my Hello Lovely, just have a little look there. Do you know, I'm doing this again without my glasses. This is really silly of me, but we'll see. Oh, maybe I don't need glasses. Just give that a little wipe. And again, I just want to dry that because I'm going to flip it over. Because it stays wet, I don't want to flip it over and then get it smudging everywhere. I'm just gonna take my card base, stick that down, I should say, to my card base. I'm just gonna pull that back up a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to trim this off a little bit. Let's go, I'll just take a tiddly bit off first of all, and then I can position that and then keep that one there. So I'm just going to little bits coming off of it. And I'm just sort of putting this in the middle, and then it keeps it quite lucid, which is really how a feather should be. And there you go. Just a really quick little card. Lovely little technique there with your paints, and you can just make them in all different colours, and then just the stamping adds a little bit of depth to it, I suppose. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.